All right, next event on the track, the men's sprint medley relay. I can see that the lane markers have been removed for lanes 3 and 7. So that means that Houston is out, along with UT Arlington. But the main teams in this race are still intact. Texas is starting in lane number 4. Right outside of them will be Clemson and then Texas Tech. Tech, the recently crowned men's National Indoor Championship team when they had the meet in Boston just a couple weeks ago.
Well, for the first leg for the Texas Longhorns, that's Knowlton Shelton. And for the first leg for Texas Tech, it's the hurdler, Antoine Andrews.
There are the lane assignments with lanes 3 and 7 open. Again, for those who are just joining us, it's 200 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters, 800 meters. The 200-meter runners stay in their lanes all the way around, which is why it's difficult to gauge who's leading. They'll hand off to their 400-meter runner, who will stay in their lane through the turn and then break for the pole on the backstretch. Right now, TCU moving well in lane number 8. We will see who passes first. It's a very late handoff out there in lane 8. Very close between Texas and TCU for who passed first. Texas moving nicely there towards the pole, and they will get that pole.
Well, on that last 200-meter leg, that was Cashy Crockett. And here for the Texas Longhorns, this is Brian Herron. He made the finals of the 400 meters indoors. Was All-American, 6th place.
Very close between Texas Tech and TCU for second, but it is the University of Texas who will pass first to their 800-meter runner. Texas Tech maintains second, and TCU third. Now TCU into second place in the turn.
Well, Bizimana is out there on that anchor leg, looking smooth. I mean, this guy can do it all. He ran part of the 5,000 meters last night. He said he was really interested in coming back and running the SMR, maybe the DMR. I mean, he wants to do everything he can for this school. He says he was stoked to get this race underway. I love when someone says that. That means they're fired up, they're ready to roll.
It seemed like he ran most of the 5,000 meters last night.
He went to about 3K, just a little bit over, which was the plan. But this guy can run so well over 800 meters. He's an NCAA champion from 2023 indoors. It's almost like now he's just waiting. He can hear them coming behind. He just went through in 50 flat.
Therese Roden of Clemson made a huge move on the backstretch to close the gap, and he is paying the price right now.
Clemson in second there is the defending champion from last year. Texas was second here in 2023. You know they don't want that again.
So the senior from Texas, Yusuf Bizimana, continuing the lead for the Longhorns, has about a 10-meter lead over Clemson that's about to be taken over by TCU because he just went out way too fast in that first 200 meters.
Bizimana just takes a quick look over his inside shoulder just to make sure he's okay. Doesn't look like he's pressing too hard, but he's pressing enough just to get them to the finish line.
Meet record is 3:12.13 by Arkansas. Gonna just miss that. 3:15.04 unofficially. Corrects by 100. 3:15.03 for Texas. TCU finishing second, Texas Tech third.
Bizimana running 1:48 flat for that 800. This guy's a tough cookie. He gets his handoff here. He is practicing Ramadan right now, so he has not been able to eat since this morning. You know, he's working out late at night. He's trying so hard to get everything he can in while still honoring his Ramadan. And look at him. He is so strong. He's got such range, so much strength, yet so fast, and so excited to cross this finish line in first with his team. You know, he put up those horns. He was ready for it.
And he just looks like he's having fun.
He is.
Texas men's relay team's having a much better day than the women's, as the University of Texas wins the men's sprint medley in 3:15:03, followed by TCU and Texas. And John has the quartet down on the infield.
Well, I got 3 out of 4, and I think in a song, was it Meatloaf that said 3 out of 4 ain't bad, or 2 out of, whatever it is. We're missing a guy. They're not terribly concerned about him. They did say maybe he's dead from his leg, but it seems like that was tongue-in-cheek. I want to know, first and foremost, you guys came up short last year in this race. Did that at all cross our mind here getting ready for this one?
You know, we were just trying to execute what Flo told us to do. I felt like we did that well. We all ran well. It's our first time running together. So as a group, you know, we have good chemistry and train together and things like that. So, you know, we did what we're supposed to.
All right, once around, but that means at least at one point you got to roll into this win. What's that backstretch like?
That backstretch was brutal, but, you know, we train through it every day, so we're used to it and just got to hold your form and keep pushing through.
Okay, you handed off to Biz with a big lead. What's going through your mind?
I'm just like, hey, what I really wanted was a collegiate record today, but, you know, we were a little bit off. But, you know, he just had to finish it out, and that's all I wanted.
Yeah, and you're going to get a T-shirt and a watch out of this thing, so that's all right. Here's Biz, who put in a really hard, what was it, 3,200 last night? He went 3,000,
it was a
walked
bit
up.
of a mission last night, but there was another mission today that I needed completing. That was the main thing. Alhamdulillah, thank God first and foremost. I'm in Ramadan right now, so I'm a warrior. But shout out to my boys. They held it down, they gave me the lead I needed. I made sure I brought it home because last year we felt that pain. We wanted to get it right today, and which we did.
What's the pain, same for you? You hit that win. You get to hit it twice.
Yeah, it was painful, but luckily I got some big team over there that would cheer me on. I knew what to do, made sure I got the job done, and I run laps around this track every single day, so I can't complain. It's lovely.
Good 800 here. We talked a little bit about trying to bounce back. You said the Boston performance in the rear view, so tell me what's down the road that we can see our vision in the future for the 800.
So Mount Sachs, I want to be there, trying to get my call for regionals, trying to actually get an Olympic qualifying as well, and then obviously regionals, come outdoor nationals. This is my last ride, my senior year. I want to go out with a bang. Yeah.
He's got an indoor 800, wants the outdoor. Dwight, I'm going to send it back to you, and then I'm going to go just to make sure the fourth fella is actually okay.
He's all right, that's our boys, so shout out Nolan. We love you. Thank you for putting in a shift, and we much sure bring it hope for you, so thank you.
All right, no concern from them, no concern from us. Dwight?
Yeah, the reports of his death were premature, so that's always good. Yusuf Bizimana anchoring his Texas Longhorns to victory here in the sprint medley relay at the Texas Relays. Come on back, much more.
Clara and Chloe both have headaches.